It's the Charlie Bahama Show. Yeah.
Hey, welcome to the Charlie Bahama Show. I'm your boy Charlie. And man, this week's show is so chock full of amazing content. The Shakespeare in Paradise folks are here. And in fact, oh, thank you, Percival.
David will suffice.
Okay, Percival, thank you. Man, this week we're going to be featuring Shakespeare in Paradise. And it's such a big show, we're going to do it in 2 episodes. So this week, we're going to be talking to the folks from Othello and the plays. And then next week, the musicals. All right, so I'm not going to talk much because we have so much to get to with the actors, the creators, the director, all these folks from Shakespeare in Paradise. So come on back, the Charlie Bahama Show. Hey, welcome to the Charlie Bahama Show. And as I promised, these next 2 episodes are going to be amazing. We are going to be talking to the writers, the creators, the musicians, the actors, all from the Shakespeare in Paradise series, which has been so amazing. And because of COVID, this season, you won't be able to go to the Dundas to see it, but you're going to be lucky because you're going to see it on our TV. And now we have the director of it and the writer, the festival creator. We have Nicolette and Philip. Welcome to the Charlie Bahama Show. How you guys doing?
It's great to be here.
Thank you.
So listen, let me hop right into it. How did this Shakespeare in Paradise come about?
Go ahead, Nico.
Okay, so we were living in Canada at the time, and Philip was, he had introduced theater arts, and we were instructed by the director of the school that we were working at to take our students to a festival called the Oregon Shakespeare Festival on the west coast of the US. And we had never heard of the Oregon Shakespeare Festival, but we duly complied. And it blew our minds. And it's held in a town called Ashland, Oregon, which is tiny. It is close to the size of the University of the Bahamas campus. It's about the same size as downtown Nassau from, say, Elizabeth Avenue to the hotel, right? That's the size of this town. But it has a Shakespeare festival that runs for 10 months of the year and employs hundreds of people. And so I was like, well, if they could do it, why can't we do it? So when we came home, then I went to work for government and lost 5 years of my life. And when I left that, I said, well, I scared I could be bored. So Philip, why don't we start our Shakespeare Festival now? And that was the origins of Shakespeare in Paradise.
Wow. Well, Philip, this thing has been going on for years, and it's amazing. I mean, it's really given Bahamians first-rate international entertainment. Tell me about in the beginning stages of Shakespeare in Paradise.
Well, when we first started, it was really me and Nicolette. And slowly, gradually, the rest of our team started to come on board because I do believe they were a little skeptical. They didn't know how it was going to work out. And we had done a production as a theater company at the old College of the Bahamas Auditorium some years before that. And we just decided we just have to jump in and we just have to do it. And so the first year was huge. I mean, we had a number of people come in. We had people coming from different parts of the world to perform. And it really went really, really well. And, there's always been this saying that if you can get past 3, then you're successful. So we're at 10. We're moving into our 11th right now. So.
Wow.
We're moving into our 12th. We did our 11th in 2019.
Wow.
Well, the 12th,
yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of this is the virtual one that we're talking about right now.
Yeah. Well, Nicolette, because we are featuring and our TV is going to be playing Othello and Small Acts. Now, tell me about Small Acts, Nicolette.
Okay, so Small Acts, just so people could see what it is. Small Acts is a play that I wrote between like 2015 and 2017, which is remarkable for me because I don't write plays in that speedy period of time. And it's about a politician. It's my only political play. It's about a prime minister, a director of culture, and the woman that comes between them. And yeah, and it's about ideals and pragmatism and the kinds of choices that people make and the kinds of things we give up to try and run a country. So yeah, it's about a prime minister and a really idealistic director of culture who happens to be his cousin and who crosses him and what happens to that director of culture after he crosses the prime minister.
Wow, it sounds interesting. Actually, it sounds like maybe something from true life.
Well, people could say that, but it isn't. It wasn't based on any. It wasn't based on anything, anything specific.
Right.
But I drew upon my experience working for government, which was eye-opening, and like I used to say, there was never a dull moment.
Uh-oh. Sound like Nicolette got some secrets.
Yes, I keep thinking I should write the book, but I got to wait for a couple of people to die first.
Oh. So, Philip, how do you feel about from the growth to where it is now?
It's been an incredible movement. When we started out, the main thing was, can we keep this going? Can we do it? I mean, we've had international guests. We've had people from the Caribbean. We've had people from England. We've had people from all over come in. The festival, if you listen to we've actually people begging us to come to the festival. International artists who have been, writing us and saying, we've heard about the festival, we would like to come. It's been incredible because it's out there and it's known, and especially throughout the Caribbean, there are artists who are saying, this is the festival. This is the only kind in the Caribbean. And and the quality has been the thing. It's been just, we keep that quality going. You can distinguish between other things that take place in the theater and what happens in Shakespeare in Paradise.
Yeah. Well, I applaud the both of you because this whole series every year is amazing, and I'm happy that it's on TV now for all to see. So thank you both. And actually, our viewers are in for a treat because I have the two leads from Othello, Mark Humes and David, your brother. They're going to be in the next segments, and I'm going to surprise them. I'm going to make them instead of doing a clip, all TV shows, they'll show you a clip from the show. I'm going to have them read a live clip. They're going to do a live clip. They don't know it yet, but they're going to do a live clip. So thank you both for all you guys have done for, plays and theater in the Bahamas. All right?
Thanks, Charlie.
All right. More Charlie Bahama Show right after this. The Charlie Bahama Show. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back to the Charlie Bahama Show. And as promised, I have the two lead actors from the amazing play Othello. And I was lucky enough to actually see it in person. It was amazing. And these are actually two good friends. This is like a reunion. I mean, Mark Humes and I went back to high school together, man.
St. Augustine's, swimming.
Boy, and nobody realized how artistic Mark was. I mean, Mark, you were a photographer as well, right?
I did photography back then, yes.
Oh, man. And then my other friend, people used to think we were the same person. They would come up to me and say, hey, you David from Dundas? And they used to go to David and say, hey, you Charlie from like Electric Air or CSN? So, I mean, of course, David is the more handsome one. But, but David is also, an amazing actor on stage from way back. You were on Electric Air a couple of times along with Greg.
I was on Electric Air a few times, yes.
Because we did a lot with the Dundas, that's so amazing. I'm so happy. And this I saw in person, and it just amazed me. Mark, because I never saw you on stage like that. And to do Shakespeare is like, to me, the most difficult thing. I can't even speak Shakespeare if I'm reading it, let alone remembering it, So, I mean, how was it, Mark, to play this part?
It was amazing. Like you said, it's always great when you can step into these roles that, something like a Shakespeare. We did another production where I had to do, a South African accent. So just to push yourself. And when I found out that David, I love acting opposite David. Again, I grew up watching him on the stage and, always admired him as an actor. And it was always a privilege anytime I got an opportunity to act with him. That he would pull, he can pull so much out of you as a young a wannabe actor. And so it was an incredible experience. We had a tremendous cast, and it was just an amazing experience. A great director, and Philip Burrows, and it's always a privilege when I'm working with Philip as well. So I truly enjoyed the experience.
Yeah. Well, if I played Othello against David, I'd have to have David write all the lines on his forehead because I can never remember that.
Oh, don't worry. We have some stories. We have some stories about that.
Oh,
Go ahead.
it's not honestly. It was a very difficult play to learn all the lines. I mean, both of us had a tremendous amount of lines. So it's. I remember one night I completely went up live production. A live production, you don't get the chance to do it over. You're live. You're in front of the audience, and we had some people feeding us lines in the back, and Philip said that's not going to happen anymore. And one night there was just silence for a moment, and I jumped to a completely different scene, and then the actor came in and fixed it. It was just hilarious. Enough said that after that we never dropped another line.
All you need to do is that once.
Just that once.
Oh man! So this is, I'm so happy that folks would get to see this on TV because a lot of people, aren't able to get to the Dundas. I wish more Bahamians would go and see the plays at the Dundas or wherever they're playing. But a lot of people don't get to go to see it live. But to see this on TV is really an amazing thing that our TV is doing, and I really hope every Bahamian they will be very impressed to see this. So I hope they get the chance to look at this. So Mark, any you're a very busy man otherwise too. So any plans to get back on stage?
I would love to. I was trying to squeeze my way into the season this year, but COVID came along and sort of derailed a lot of plans.
Absolutely.
But I do get this urge to step away for a minute and just get back to what I used to do before I got involved in politics. But I hope that in a short while I can do both. I can spend some time and present another side of who I am to the public, as well as do my duties. And for the young folks that there are a lot of young folks that in this arena that could probably benefit from seeing them representative on the stage and the likes.
And full disclosure, not only am I a schoolmate of yours, I think I live in your district too in the Bahamas. So you might rep.
Do.
Luckily, I can say you're doing good things. So
Thank you, man.
yeah. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to commercial, and then when we come back, we're gonna have a special treat because other shows they show clips, from the play or whatever. Well, we're not gonna do a clip. I'm gonna tell you two now, so y'all better get ready. When we come back, we're gonna do a live clip. We're gonna do a scene from Othello with the two of y'all, and me too. I'm gonna come in there. I'm gonna show my acting prowess. But anyway, we'll be right back.
David.
So you'll want to come back. We're gonna be right back with a live scene from Othello. All right, come on back. The Charlie Bahama Show. The Charlie Bahama Show will be right back. Hey, welcome back to the Charlie Bahama Show. And as promised, we're going to do a scene from Othello. And I know it's been 3 years or so since y'all did it. And Mark, I know you've been so busy with so many other things. So yes. I sent you all the script. I'm going to give it to you now, Mark. Here's your script.
I got it.
Hey, isn't that miraculous how it changed from yellow to white?
I know.
Wow.
That's called screen washing or script washing.
So David, tell us the scene. Tell us about this scene that we're going to do from Act 2, Scene 1, A Street in Venice.
Kind of encapsulates really what the play is about. It's because the character of Iago is such an evil villain. He is one of the most evil villains in Shakespeare. And basically what he does is he pretends basically to be Othello's friend. And he's his right-hand man. He's all of this kind of stuff. And he basically manipulates Othello.
Just lecherous.
Huh?
Just
Lecherous.
lecherous.
Fully lecherous. He manipulates Othello into believing that his wife, Othello's wife, is having an affair with Othello's close friend, Cassio. And so he basically tries to gaslight Othello, and Othello doesn't know what to do because he loves Desdemona so much. But I am making him believe that by manipulation, not by outright telling him that his wife is having an affair with Cassio.
All right.
That's such a shame. Such a shame.
All right, Iago, I think you started off, so here we go. Here's a clip, a live clip from Othello.
So the thing about Iago talks to the audience, and he tells the audience what's going on in the background.
Okay.
The more already changes with my poison. Dangerous conceits are in their nature's poisons, which at the first are scarce found to the stace, but with a little act upon the blood burn like mines of sulfur. Why, how now, General? No more of that.
Avaunt, be gone. Thou hast set me on the rack. I swear 'tis better to be much abused than to know it a little.
How now, my lord?
What sense had I in her stolen hour of lust? I saw it not, thought it not. It harmed me not. I found out Cassio's kisses upon her lips.
I am sorry to hear this.
I had been happy if the general camp, pioneers and all had tasted her sweet body, so I had known nothing. Oh, now farewell forever the tranquil mind. Farewell content. Farewell the plumed troops and big wars that maketh ambition's virtue. Oh, farewell, Othello's occupation's gone.
It is not possible, my lord.
Villain, be sure thou prove my love a whore. Be sure of it. Give me the ocular proof, or by the worth of mine eternal soul, thou hadst better have been born a dog than answered my waked wrath. Make me to see it. Or at the least so prove that the prohibition bears no hinge nor loop to hang a doubt on, or woe upon thy life.
My noble lord.
If thou dost slander her and torture me, never pray more. Abandon all remorse. On horror's head, horrors accumulate. Do deeds to make heaven weep, for nothing to damnation canst thou add greater than that.
Now at this point, he is choking me. Oh, grace, oh, heaven, defend me. God, by you, take mine office. To be direct and honest is not safe. I thank you for this profit, and from hence I'll love no friend, sith love breeds such offense.
Nay, stay. Thou shouldst be honest.
I should be wise, for honesty is a fool, and loses that it works for.
By the world, I think my wife be honest, and I think she's not. I think thou art just, and I think thou art not. I'll have some proof, but I was satisfied.
I see, sir, you are eaten up with passion. I do repent me that I put it to you. You would be satisfied?
Would. Nay, I will.
And nay, but how? How satisfied, my lord? Would you, the supervisor, grossly gape on, behold her topped?
Death and damnation. Oh,
But my turn. But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun.
Charlie.
Yes.
That's
Did I do
Romeo.
good?
That's Romeo and Juliet, Charlie. That's a different play.
Oh, wrong play. Oh, my.
look here, hey, death and damnation. Here, take your play back. Here.
Oh, I guess y'all ain't gonna recruit me for next Shakespeare in Paradise then.
No, sir. Listen, man, what kind of thing that is? That was a hot mess.
Oh my gosh. Well, I did my best, but let me tell you something. That was amazing. Hey, Mark, I saw you slowly melting back into the role. You're itching to get back.
Listen, man, it's such a pleasure to sort of do these things again, man. You know, it's been a while.
Well, you know what? Keep it right there because when this COVID is over, and I'm sure it's going to be over. I got my Purell, I got my everything here. We're going to be quarantined, and Bahamians, please out there, wear your mask, do your social distancing, listen to the experts so we can get past this, so we can get back to the Dundas. But until then, my friends, you can watch Othello and a few other of the Shakespeare in Paradise plays and musicals on our TV. So you keep tuning into our TV and you'll see all of this wonderful content until we can get right back into that theater. So you too, my friends, I thank you so much. Please stay safe, and I can't wait to get back together and hang out with you all and see you all in another production.
Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much for having us, Charlie. Appreciate
All right,
it.
we'll be back with the Charlie Bahama Show.
Charlie Bahama Show.
Follow Charlie Bahama on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, or go to charliebahama.com. Well, that was an amazing show. I mean, I really loved that live scene that we played for you. Anyway, next week's going to even be better when we have some of the musicals and Eddie Minnis. So next week, you want to be here on the Charlie Bahama Show. Until then, stay safe and be kind to all your friends and family. Next week.
Charlie Bahama Show. 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 Charlie Bahama